Good morning from New York. This is the Inner Mind Communication Channel. I'm Mitch Sotelo. Today the topic is more on the creative gateway of inner mind communication, internally and socially. Yeah, I would like to thank Big Lennox again for making this as possible as it is, and great Linux creators, uh, their channels, and Star Talk for expanding my mind, and Dr. Gracie. She's quite something. And you'll see a reference to her at the end of this video, or I mean, in the description of this video. So, and yeah, and all of the wonderful science presentations on YouTube. Let's hear it for YouTube. Today's topic, the gateway is three aspects. A gateway and inner mind communication, this distribution is connected to one of three abilities we had before words that developed into higher social interactive forms, and that's play, and which we'll be dealing with today, and focus and expression. With all of things in inner mind communication, connect to your feelings. They are an attempt to comfort yourself or comfort another. In the case of therapeutic or situation. The gateway today, play becomes creativity, is the perspective that I'm sharing with you through inner mind communication, this distribution of it. Now, there is the expression of the playing with words, with not words, things that might sound like words, playing with sound in various ways, especially spoken, in terms of the actual practice it's spoken. Well, you can use music. As I've said before, the basic practice is closer to your feelings. It's using your own voice. So, making up sounds, saying them or singing them, get you out of the language mind and into the pre-verbal. And from there, you can reach out and form a connection to the dramatic self in you, the kid in you, I call it, the part of you that's most impacted events by the story in your life as it unfolds. And then the communication of it, in this case, between the kid in you and the artist, your inner artist in you. As I pointed out before, your inner muse, and it's also the artist is your higher power, which is the imaginer of your imaginations, in which all of this practice takes place. Actually, it's imagine for you by your brain. Your brain is your higher power. It is your artist. Relationship between who you think you are and who you imagine and what you imagine your brain to be. A channel to other dimensions, and I'll leave that up to you. Okay. Go to the mountain, see what you see. But this is a religiously neutral practice. Demonstrated before, personifying the creative perspective as an internal voice that you can portray from that perspective, which is the perspective that enjoys the whole story, the whole timeline of your life. So it's kind of outside time as you normally experience it. And taking that perspective in a loving way, that's the artist. But the main practice here in inner mind communication is to create a guided meditation. Now, you can do different aspects of this separately. I mean, you can do just the creativity with sound, which is used in a way to connect to how you feel or how you'd like to feel. It's feeling connected. And this, just that has wonderful effects. And it can be very calming in some cases or exciting in others. And it, but it's part of this gateway. The other part of the gateway is the dramatic self in you, communicating with the artist in you, which so you kind of say how you feel, what's going on in your life, and you respond to yourself with a guided meditation, okay? Or a voice. But the guided meditation, that can be very impactful. Guided meditation is a way of attempting to comfort yourself with how you wish things would be or could be. Now, when you're talking just, socially, let's suppose you're talking, I've used this before, in religious circumstances with people who had schizophrenia. It's, apparently, I can't diagnose, but they would just be creating mind salad, you know, words out of nowhere, talking to someone who's, not there. So in a social situation, nothing wrong with talking to yourself. This is a kind of talking to yourself. Yeah. So yeah, bless her heart. So I, in one case, I used this social approach because a service was being interrupted, and the young man was just babbling away. Young man, truth. But yeah, and I didn't know what to do, so my parlance today, I went to my muse, to show me what I need to say. What should I do here? Looking for that insight, for that creative solution or perspective that I needed to take. And so I simply said to him, I see you on a mountain. That's the kind of meditation. For a whole group of people. One person you can tailor. So, some people might could do a group, and some other would not literally this way, creating necessarily skilled speaker, whatever, perhaps. But I said, I'd see you on top of a mountain, and all of your troubles are drifting below. What's left is evaporating up into the sky. And as you're sitting there, Jesus sits beside you, puts one arm over your shoulder, says nothing. That was what it took. Tears, the comfort reached, and tears came, and he was in his right mind for the rest of the service. Permanent cured, no. No, I don't know. Temporary fix, to some degree, yes. So that's how you could, try to do this, social circumstance. In a broader kind of sense, you create an atmosphere when you're talking to someone who's nervous or whatever, you're going to speak in a calm voice and soothing. That creates a soothing experience. And that might help you in your communications with people. When you mirror back, with empathy is someone's experience. Show that you are truly listening. That can be an act of your creative self, the artist in you. So, this is information about that gateway. I demonstrated it before. Even though. Oh, yep. So just patterning, creating um, flow and being creative, playing with its sounds. There's no aim, there's not anything you're trying to accomplish by creating, but you're playing with sounds. And then, you move into the seat of the dramatic sound. To the creative artist within you and say, how you feeling? Other people in prayer, they're doing this, they're doing this. There's definitely they're talking to something, some image, some idea in their brain, who their divinity is, and what their objective, the universe, how they're seeing that. And so a lot of times the people that don't, they think it's crazy. They expect to hear something back. That means it's not real. The artist is real, and it might be expressing something that's paranormal, and into circumstances that would seem to indicate that very strongly. But what's paranormal? Something we understand. So you can't draw conclusions and you can't test it. But there's, moving rather. How are you today? You're feeling down? You can lift yourself up. Okay? Put on some music that's, you don't want to do it. The practice is what? That's too much, too close to your feelings. Maybe just listen to some music. And maybe try to sing along. Yeah. Maybe play a little bit with you. So, sing it. Oh, try to make a harmony. Yeah. Play with the song. And listen to the music. You've got the gateway right there. Your dearest friend, closer than your breath. Take your breath. Be sure and take care of your brain. And eat nutritious food. And listen to your doctor. Because you are not just for wonder walking. You're really complex. You know that. And so don't easily don't have just a certain picture of yourself. Creative self can come up with lots of pictures of yourself. Are your pictures negative? Grab a positive one. Heat things up a bit. Anyway, as I like to say at the end of my presentations, namaste. May all that is part of the love flow of the universe that I feel in me. That wonder that we are all part of this universe. One part of the universe is you, and one is me right now. And I want to honor that part of the universe. You are. That oneness with the universe. You are. That love, the hero of the story of love and all. You are and can be that potential in you. And same in you. Move that in you. Mistake. And have a good day, y'all.